Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. It began like any other relaxed Friday night. I just walked through the door after a long day at work, mentally switching gears and looking forward to some quiet. That's when my wife, Emily, asked me to join her in the living room. One look at her expression told me something was coming. It wasn't anger exactly, more like a blend of excitement and playful confidence that made me cautious. "Sit down," she said, motioning toward the couch. I did, curious but alert. "There are a few new guidelines we need to talk about," she continued. I lifted an eyebrow. "Guidelines for me?" She nodded, a faint smile tugging at her lips. "Things need adjusting. Expectations need balance." Before I could respond, laughter drifted in from the dining area where her friends were hanging out. That sound annoyed me, not because they were laughing but because it felt like a verdict had already been passed before I'd even heard the case. Emily straightened her posture. "First, no more leaving clothes around the house. Second, when I'm speaking to you, I expect your full attention. No phone, no distractions." She paused as if waiting for approval. "Third, we'll schedule chores, date nights, and personal time through a shared calendar." I stared at her, absorbing the sudden shift in tone. Her friends laughed again, one whispering something under her breath. The room felt smaller, heavier, like judgment filled the air. I took a slow breath. "Emily," I said evenly, "I'm fine with structure. I'm fine with compromise. What I'm not fine with is being spoken to like I'm being managed, especially in front of an audience." Her smile wavered. "If we're setting expectations," I continued, "they need to be mutual. Shared decisions, not rules handed down." The laughter stopped. "And if you want me fully invested in our home," I added, "it won't come from lists or schedules you create for me. It comes from respect, understanding, and partnership. Without those, no system will work." Silence followed. Her friends shifted uncomfortably, suddenly fascinated by their drinks. Emily's face flickered with irritation, then surprise, then thoughtfulness. I stood up calmly and placed my cup on the table. "I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to plan. But this." I gestured toward the imaginary list. "This isn't partnership. Not for me." She swallowed. Color rose to her cheeks. You really feel that strongly?" "I do," I replied simply. "We either move forward together or not at all. But I won't be treated like a subordinate in my own house." The mood in the room changed instantly. What had felt playful now felt serious. Emily crossed her arms. "I thought you'd laugh," she admitted. "I didn't think you'd take it this way." "This isn't a joke to me," I said calmly. "Rules in a marriage shouldn't be one-sided. I have boundaries too, and when they're ignored, it's not funny, it's disrespectful." Someone murmured from the group, "He's actually right." I heard it clearly, and instead of feeling defensive, I felt grounded. Emily exhaled slowly. "Okay," she said, softer now. "Maybe I pushed too far. I just wanted things to be more organized. I didn't realize it would feel like an attack." I nodded. "I get the intention. And I'm open to working together. But collaboration means we decide as a team, not one person enforcing order." Her shoulders relaxed. "I didn't see it that way," she admitted quietly. "That's okay," I said gently. "But I need you to know, I won't accept being undermined. Not here. Not in front of anyone." From that moment on, the energy shifted. Conversation resumed, but it felt lighter, more respectful. Emily and I talked through responsibilities and plans again, this time as equals. By the time her friends left, the tension had dissolved completely. The next morning, I woke up feeling something I hadn't felt in weeks: calm. Emily was in the kitchen making coffee. There was no stiffness between us, no unspoken resentment. "Good morning," she said, cautiously warm. "Morning," I replied, smiling. Later we sat down together with the shared calendar. Instead of commands, there were questions. Instead of resistance, agreement. Each decision was discussed, adjusted, and accepted by both of us. The difference was unmistakable. That evening, Emily reached for my arm. "Thank you for standing your ground last night," she said softly. "I understand now how it felt." "It wasn't about proving anything," I told her. "It was about respect. About remembering that we're equals and that how we speak to each other matters." She smiled, genuinely this time. As I got ready for bed, I reflected on the lesson. Setting boundaries isn't about control or conflict. It's about self-respect. It's about ensuring that both people feel valued and heard. Lying there, I felt at peace. Not because I'd won an argument, but because I'd protected my dignity and strengthened our partnership. And that balance, once restored, changed everything. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.